Hello, all you beautiful people out there in the YouTube land. This is Rachel Kirkland, the Modern Shaman, and thanks for joining me for another YouTube video and some question and answer time. If you're unfamiliar with my channel or my work, please feel free to go on my website, which is just themodernshaman.net. I do this full-time for a living and teach psychic development as well as shamanic guidance. And I have sessions one-on-one with clients here in Texas as well as in the Santa Monica location. These Bluetooth headphones always look so like trippy to me. I feel like a little alien. Or they look like little mini jetpacks in my ears. Like my ears are gonna go bzzz and just like zoom off or something. So let me jump into the question before I get too far off on these tangent energy. So this question was sent in a while back. So he said, what do you think about eating meat? Psychic ability and alchemy. Please assist. All right, so the assistance is here. Okay, eating meat. You know, it's funny. I have been a part of so many psychic panel discussions where there is, you know, a big table at the front of an auditorium where we're sitting as panel psychics and people from the audience are asking questions. And inevitably, this question always comes up. People are very interested in this topic, so I love that you asked it because it always comes up. How does our food affect our psychic gifts and the alchemy within that energy and the translation of what's given to us from food and how that translates within our psychic senses and our metaphysical connections. So let's look into that now. Okay, I'm just gonna tune into it. Okay, so one thing that Spirit wants me to bring up is that the energy or transmission that is given to you through food can vary widely throughout the world on this planet because some areas are more used to genetically modified foods, foods that have been depleted of their core energetic source, and so it will vary. Everything is vibration, and we know this, right? So the energy given to us within food is vibrational in essence, okay? And just like with humans, with our human-to-human interaction, there are certain humans that we interact with and we get an energetic charge from. Their vibration is enlivening, it's full of chi or life force energy. Food is the same way. There are some foods that are more full of life force energy. They may be raw, they may be organically grown, they may have a sense of their life essence, the essence within that plant that is stronger and has not been torn away or baked away or broiled away, and it's maintained in its essence. Now that, and when we have those, like when we have fresh, you know, strawberries from the ground that we grew and we eat them and we're like, oh my gosh, it's so good, or tomatoes or something it tastes so vibrant with energy, okay? If you've ever had that, you know what I'm talking about. Those fruits and vegetables and things grown have a stronger sense of life force energy, and so the energetic exchange is very strong in terms of vitality, in terms of the essence. Okay, now there are some people too that when we have an energetic exchange with, they just feel dull. They just feel numbed out. Maybe they're on certain medications or their chemical makeup is, you know, depleting that sense of life force energy. Maybe they're just exhausted and drained in essence. Now we use these words all the time. We say, I'm drained or I'm exhausted. And this is a true way of explaining the balance of our life force energy. We're truly feeling and expressing very adequately how our channeled energy is moving throughout the body, okay? So food, when it is a life force, vibrant energy and we're absorbing it within our own vibrational essence, It is a boost. It is a chemical boost. It literally tastes better. The sensation of the energy is more vibrant, meaning it tastes fantastic. And there is a chemical reaction within the body that is alchemical in nature, like fireworks. And we're like, man, that's freaking fantastic food. There's also an energy that when things are created, when food is used as a creative expression, meaning someone is cooking it with love, and you hear this talked about all the time, like it was made with love and somehow it tastes better. When there are family meals, when there are feasts and gatherings and Thanksgivings and honorings, and the food is made with a very clear intentional energy, whether they realize it or not. They're cooking and they're listening to music and they're in this energy of joy and like, let's get together and have a great time. The food in those times, it tastes more like family. It has a sense of communicating and serving and feeding and nurturing us in a very safe, kind of communal way. And that energy is literally absorbed within the body when we take that type of food in. So, especially if there's anything with water. Water in its core base is so easy to essentially imbue, creating a very particular imprint in its molecular structure for it to mimic. So if you're familiar with Dr. Emoto's work, he used labels on water bottles and things like this and would imbue and think of a certain energy, whether it be an emotional state of hate or love, and the water itself would fractal out under a microscope, and he would take pictures of what those water molecules look like when they were imbued with a certain emotional energy. So food and a lot of the components which are connected to the molecular structure in water will be able to be imbued or encoded with a particular molecular structure based on the intentional energy with which the one is creating that meal. Now, how does this connect to our psychic senses, okay, or our psychic abilities? Now, I will say, when I was a child and I was eating meat growing up in the South, and we had steaks and all that kind of thing, I still had my psychic gifts and they were very strong. So I don't know that it inhibits you, but I will say I feel like as a part of the ascension process within the light body assimilation, the more and more you are assimilating your light body, your energetic body, your crystalline body, all of these higher level vibrational states of being, the less and less you desire dense energies. But animal proteins are a much denser energetic form. And so oftentimes as you go through the ascension process, and this is not just metaphysical, this is physical in nature, associated also with the higher heart chakra, which is the thymus chakra, which is a higher, it's once you go beyond the traditional 7 chakras and move into that 13 level chakra system. The thymus comes online, which is also known, like I said, as the higher heart chakra. This deals with your immunity, your crystalline and higher vibrational 5D kind of multidimensional aspects of the self within health and wellness, and how that translates within the body. Oftentimes when that chakra is activated, our dietary cravings and things totally shift, and we go to wanting a lot of lighter based energy food forms. Now, this doesn't always mean meat, because some people still eat lean meat or they eat fish or they still crave that. It just naturally starts happening, and you'll see a transition within the physical body as you are vibrationally working through all of your spiritual aspects, clearing yourself, cleaning yourself, trying to align yourself with your highest vibrational good. All of these desires that bring about change in the life will bring about change within the physical form as well, and that includes your dietary cravings. I will say, personally, when I have been through times of cleansings, fasting, hard fasting, or fasting for a lengthy period of time, it's a lot easier to sync up with the internal world. Fasting has been a practice, and cleansing the body, detoxing the body, and clearing out the physical form, or choosing a way to limit our physical intake in order to focus on our internal or spiritual experience has been a common practice over millennia, as long as we've had physical form. And so I will say, I do feel like your internal psychic abilities are strengthened when our external physical focus is minimized. Okay? And that can be done through having a diet that is at ease with your physical form. Now, that diet may look different for different people. Certain people feel like their body runs smoother. They have more energy, they're more balanced, they're in a peaceful state of processing within their own physical form. And that's the type of diet that feels like it aligns with your natural multisensory perception. It keeps you in a space of alignment and natural processing. And whether that be meat or not meat really depends on the person. It's more an alignment of mind, body, and spirit. Listening to that intuitively and following that process. I hope that's helpful to you. Mwah! Love you guys. Stay tuned. We'll do another one next Friday. Blessings.